Yeah, so that's where it came from.
Very nicely done, Leo. Look at that. I don't know if you can see the block here, but there's, this one is where it says that it's a velvet that it's put that they've embroidered that.
And
But
there's a couple of stitches that look like teepees, so do you think maybe some Indians were helping out with the quilts?
Teepees, can you show us? Rita's our crazy quilt aficionado here. So she would
there's a
know.
mirror, isn't there?
Oh, here's the teepees.
Yeah, there's a mirror. Oh, like that?
They're pretty common as far as the different stitches on. They just did a mix of whatever they.
Whatever they liked.
Yeah, so it wasn't.
Okay.
I mean, you might have had some heritage in there, but there's no way to know that for sure.
Okay. So yeah, so it looks like it came from Tennessee.
I would say so.
I think that's pretty
With that
good.
signature.
This is turkey? No.
Is it tied? It looks like
It's,
I can't tell.
no, it's stitched.
It's not tied.
It's stitched.
It's stitched.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they just stitched. This could be turkey red on the back, I don't know. It's hard to, it's a different fabric.
It's a
though.
different fabric. This looks like it has been moth-eaten. Little few places.
Turkey red fabric was very popular in the 1800s and it was color fast. The women loved it. And it would not bleed at all. But it was very, very expensive to make. I don't know that, this might be turkey, but it's a different fabric texture.
Yeah,
It might be later.
I would question it.
Yep, so that's very nice, 1898, yep.
So when you're all quilt makers, right? And when you're actually, if you're doing your own quilting, or if you are having a professional quilt your quilt for you, you can always ask them to write in your name and date in the quilting, and that will never leave the quilt unless somebody actually sits down and picks it out. Like if you've given it to your ex-husband or something. It's a possibility, it could happen. So, but yeah, add that quilting in there, and it's a little gift for future quilters who, find your quilt.
You have this wool, see, very fine wool, and so you'll often see moth holes in here, so we don't like that.
Moth holes, yeah.
Yeah, that's what that is. So here's what I do. You haven't had it very long, have you?
Nope.
Okay, here's what I do. I crumple it up, I put it in a plastic bag, seal it up, put it in the freezer for 3 or 4 days, and then I take it out for a couple days and I don't take it out of the bag, let it warm up, put it back in the freezer for 3 or 4 days, and it kills any moths that might be in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just did that.
So put it in the freezer for how long?
2 or 3 days.
2 or 3 days?
3 or 4 days. Take it out for a couple of days, let it come back to room temperature.
Okay.
And then put it back in.
Okay, perfect.
And it kills them.
Good to know.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
And you don't have to fold it. You want to crumple it. Yeah.
What do you mean, like crumple
Like
it?
glue.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I have to ask, what, you told her to put it in the freezer?
Yeah.
'Cause the moth
My
holes-
wool goes in the freezer.
And
In a plastic bag, seal it up, tie it up, put it in the freezer for 3 or 4 days. Take it out, don't undo the tie, keep it in the plastic bag. And I just put it in the bathtub, because nobody uses that bathtub, for a couple days to let it warm up. You put it back in the freezer for 3 or 4 more days. I think 3, 2 and 3. That's what I usually do.
and what
That
does
kills
that do?
any moths, because this has a lot of moth holes.
Oh, I see.
See,
Okay.
they love this. They love this kind of wool. This is wool.
This looks like a gabardine, doesn't it?
It's wool. It's
The-
a wool
The
gabardine,
weave,
yeah.
yeah, the weave is unusual. Oh, I
That's
never heard
perfect.
that. That's so interesting.
We just learned how to
I don't
put
talk about it too much, but if I see something like this, I do. Alrighty. So usually we do not see any hand quilting in Crazy Quilts, but we do see that here. See, that's unusual. So, do you think this is a Texas quilt or a Tennessee quilt?
I think it's Tennessee because it says it's from Chattanooga, Tennessee. And
Oh, she bought it, and oh, it's beautiful.
I know.
What'd you pay for it?
200.
Goodbye. Oh, it's got some damage, but I'll talk about some of this. So, it's dated, what, 1898?
Yeah, it's up there.
I see it. So here we have fans. That is a distinct Japanese influence. So the Japanese they were a closed country until the 1876 World Fair, and they sent an exhibit to the World's Fair first time ever. And so the ladies were just ecstatic. So they used a lot of fans in honor of the Japanese. And then this crazy quilting here, all these different shapes, they were indicative of the pottery that the Japanese sent, which was called crazed or cracked on purpose pottery. I have a piece of
Okay.
it from the fair. And so the crazy quilt comes from crazed pottery. Doesn't mean you're crazy if you have one. Yeah. So we'll see what else we can see here. Well, we'll see. You really need to freeze this. As soon as you get home, you put this in a freezer.
Seriously.
So this is silk, and silk, silk just does this. That's all there is to it. Can't stop it. And there's a lot of velvet. Beautiful embroidery. And it's got this fabulous center piece, which is these two opposing fans. Isn't that gorgeous? Let's see what symbolism we can see. And usually crazy quilts have a lot of symbolism.
Yeah.
Here's a paisley. We don't know what that means. Here's a Japanese fan. See here?
Uh-huh.
So they really...
There's little teepees here too.
Teepees. Yep. Native American teepees. Here's the spider web. That means good luck.
Oh, nice.
Here's teepees on this side too.
Oh, really? How cute that is. We don't know if it's teepees. It sure looks like it. Doesn't it?
It does, yeah, with the little sticks up above.
Isn't that cute? I think
I
that's
don't know
what
what
it
else
is.
it could,
I think that's what
might
it
be
is.
some other thing.
It's really just...
Very interesting.
Wow, did you see
Isn't
this?
it just, yes, isn't that? So this is
Oh, wow, yeah.
a sheaf of wheat, maybe, you think?
Do you think this is a headdress?
It looks like it, doesn't
Or
it?
maybe?
With the banding and then the feathers.
I would say it.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm just
Oh, goodness.
videotaping the conversation.
Oh, it could be, couldn't it?
Or it could be like wheat, maybe?
I think wheat. Most of the time I see wheat in these. And they are, that means bountiful.
Oh, okay.
Wishing person bounty. These are very nice. What'd you pay for it? Did you say?
200.
It's not worth a whole lot more than that because of the condition
Yeah.
and the moth holes. But
You know
I
what's
think
interesting is, see how this is fairly the same, and then everywhere else, and then right here, it's different. These little stars. Sorry to interrupt.
no, I like
No, it's
interruptions.
perfect. Yeah.
I like that you noticed something.
Because
she's-
everywhere, it's pretty
everywhere.
much like this, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah, it's just, she's got a great amount of, look at this piece of velvet. Boy, is that beautiful.
Oh, there's where greetings, LB, Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Oh!
I don't know what LB means.
Well, that would have been her, who it was made for. LB. Somebody. I've worked quite a bit in Chattanooga.
Oh, yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah. Butterflies mean new beginnings. So I'm trying to see all your symbols and Japanese influence.
And the butterfly.
This is great.
And the
Love
spider
this.
web.
Love this. The spider web. Cool. I love it.
Me too.
I love that it's signed and dated and the place name
Yes.
We're not gonna be able to research who made it, you know, because just her initials on there. Ooh, I think it's worth certainly more than what you paid. Of course, the condition is not good.
Right.
I'd say 3 1/4.
3 1/4. Sounds good to me. Okay, so stuff it into a plastic bag and put it in the freezer overnight, and then
No,
for 2 days, 3 days. Okay,
then take it out for at least a day
And-
and warm up.
warm up.
But don't open the bag because the creatures might fly out.
Okay,
And then back in the freezer for 3 more days.
3 more days. Okay.
I just